Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I am Tyler. I will
Mic
be the
off.
DM tonight.
I
Mic
am
Ken.
on.
Zaru. My name is Ken, and I am playing Zaru, the rogue warlock.
My name is David, and I'm playing Valen Naktir, the monster hunter extraordinaire and augmented person.
I'm Steven, and I'm playing Dalmus, who is the Peace Cleric. Dwarf Peace Cleric.
And I am Mike, and I'm playing the Warforged Armor
Mic off.
Artificer Cursed.
All right. So last time, we technically didn't finish our dungeon crawl, but I think we're going to be getting back to that after the holiday season. At the end of the last one, who wants to recap? What happened? What happened last? Who thinks
Um,
they know what happened last?
I will if you
so,
want to, for fun.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Ken can.
yeah,
Ken can.
not Ken. Actually, let's not do Ken. Everyone
Ken
else,
can.
yes. What's going on? What's going on? We got ambushed. That's for damn sure.
We got ambushed by some drow and a dude with some stone golem thingies that turns out to be Zaru. Zaru's bad side. He kind of has a multiple personality sort of going on, but it's okay. We found one of three keys for the main door inside of the dwarf fortress, and we decided to leave after the fight with the drow because we were all banged up and decided it'd be a good idea to come back and rest.
Yeah, especially after the decision was made to leave, we got attacked by Drow. Um, so we're actually just going to pick up right after we get back. Scalar is upset at the best. Does anyone ask him any questions on the way back?
Mic on.
Anyone ask anybody? Anybody talk at all? Interact on the way back?
I believe, who was my character at the time? Genshu was trying to talk to him on the way back, trying to poke at him, be like, "Oh, what's up?" And last time, you just kind of snapped and ran away, so he probably would have been away at that point.
Well, I mean, when he can't walk away, because they're on the road, he's already walking. He would just sort of hiss and I don't like Drow.
Well, I mean,
It's a little racy, don't you think?
I have a history with Drow.
Well, just because you picked one or two up in the bar room doesn't mean that you gotta hate all of them.
You know, that's not anywhere near close, but good guess. I don't like them, and they don't like me. I think those ones were after me. And with that, he will be quiet about it.
Okay.
So, any other conversation wants to happen on the way back?
Nope.
Okay, so getting back to the tower,
Mic
Scar's
off.
just going to go right back to the basement and go to his happy hole. But everyone else kind of just disperses, goes on their merry way, and we will pick up the scene in the main hall where our characters tonight are sitting around in one of the many tables we apparently have on that first floor, having a nice evening meal. Everyone seems to have gotten hungry around the same time. When no, where'd my notes go? The door pounds open, and before you stands a gnome dressed in a bright green and white outfit that has been clearly been torn and roughed up, and he's breathing real heavily. He's got bruises. He's covered in bruises, but um, he's not all that injured. Uh, Mighty warriors! Mighty warriors! I beseech you. My village has been driven to madness by an ancient force, driving all inside to madness! I'll let
Mic
everyone
on.
react, I guess.
Oh, geez, Louise. Where is this village?
He sees that there's a very conveniently placed map right on the right in the entryway, like right here on this wall. It's like a really solid map. It's huge. It's like bigger, as big as the wall, because you guys work so hard making that. And he points in the map north, just like north, like at least a full day's ride away.
When
In the corner, you see. Okay, go ahead.
He says it. Sorry, he says its name is Townsville.
Townsville,
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah. That's it.
Can you tell us more about this ancient evil?
It's great. It's awesome. It's old, powerful. I love it.
Why?
It makes everything wonderful.
Wait, you love the ancient evil?
I mean, evil's kind of subject.
I mean, I thought I was messed up.
I mean, no. I mean, it's.
Isn't it driving your town to madness? Isn't that like a bad thing?
A kind of madness. I mean, it's concerning. I'm concerned, but I love it. I kind of don't know why, but I know that we need help. We need help, and yeah.
Did you hit your head on the way here, traveler? Do you need a drink? Do you need to sit down?
Well, I mean,
Little-
no, I don't want. I don't really want to sit down. I mean, I've got so. I just have all this energy. I mean, just. But Oh, let's see. Do I still have?
I will.
Hell yeah! This is our guy right here.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Oh,
Oh,
I will
shit.
use
What's happening? Too big.
Eldritch Sight on him so that I can see, is there like any sort of weird magic radiating off of him, like he was, I don't know, maybe I could pick up if he was ensorcelled or enchanted or something weird like that.
Yeah, there is definitely some sort of magic going on in this guy over his entire body. Let's put
Of like
everybody
the
in.
enchantment type.
It is.
I can basically cast detect magic at will.
Yeah. It's a kind of enchantment. I'm forgetting the other schools. It would have to be some sort of. It's definitely some sort of enchantment. Transmutation. You're getting enchantment and transmutation. Excuse me.
I will mention that and say, I could see some enchantment and transmutation magic on him, which seems odd, the transmutation part.
No, it's not odd. He's like looking at. No, I mean it's great. I feel great. I love it. I'm happy. How are you guys? Isn't it a nice season?
in the language Gnomish, I want to ask him, do you speak Gnomish?
He switches to fluent Gnomish in a heartbeat, and he starts just like he locks onto you and just starts spouting about. Hang on, give me 1 second. I need a fucking D. Don't swear, kids. Where'd it go? He just starts talking about different weapon making techniques.
Weapon
Just like
making.
it's like a combo of like tinkering and weaponsmithing. There's a little bit of like armor smithing there as well. but just like on and on about like sometimes like he goes for like 30 seconds straight in one sentence about an armoring technique called peening. He seems to love that one. I don't. It's weird. But yeah. So he's kind of talking to him right now. What's everyone else doing?
Can I cast Detect Thoughts on him?
Yeah. When you just initially cast Detect Thoughts, you get star 102.5 from after Thanksgiving to December 26th. That's the surface thoughts you get.
So just Christmas music, just.
But in Gnomish, so it's you get the theme, but you don't understand any of the words.
Well, I speak Gnomish, so I would hear it.
Oh yeah. No, it's obviously not like Bing Crosby and stuff, but just like it is this guy's voice, like singing festive songs to himself. TM. So, all right, with your detect thoughts, that just sort of happens. He doesn't have to make a save, right? Not yet.
You're
If
He's
you
not-
do
he's-
only
he's
the
not gonna-
surface thoughts, it's no save.
Yeah,
If you try to
okay.
delve deeper into actually getting stuff, then
Uh,
yes.
yeah,
and he becomes aware immediately that you are doing that.
Oh, if I fail or hold on. Yeah, if I fail or just in general.
I'm
Yeah, if
pretty
he
sure
passes.
in general.
I think if he fails, then he doesn't. He doesn't. What is
If you
it? Mind
probe
reading.
deeper, if it fails, you gain the insight into its emotional state. If the spell succeeds, it ends. Either way, it knows that you're probing. Yeah, I'm gonna probe
Okay.
anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
it's gonna roll.
I thought it was either way. It knew you were poking around in there.
It rolls a crit.
Okay.
So it immediately notices your mental probe, and it invites you in.
Oh.
It like immediately like lowers its guard, and you get in deep. The music is really loud. Make me a wisdom check. Wisdom save.
Oh well, thank God I'm good at that. 13.
Okay, you start singing. As well. He notices you start singing the song that's in his head, and he's just like, oh! He stops off his gnomish conversation and starts gnomish singing, gnomish caroling. And while you're singing, your mind probe is in his brain. You cut through the singing, and you get 2 sentences to say to this guy's right mind. What like you notice that you like are in contact with his right mind. What's the first sentence you'd say?
The force is evil. Free yourself.
It was that you hear in response in your head. I think it's evil. Please help me and the village of Townsville. What is your next sentence?
How?
What a great sentence.
What else do you want me to say?
Great.
Good enough. Stop the ritual, he says with a question mark. The Lord is sorry. Stop the Lord's ritual.
Where?
Or let it happen.
Or what?
Or let it happen. And that's all you get. You are currently singing in Gnomish Christmas carols.
But I am full of knowledge now.
And you feel just this wonderful feeling of warmth and happiness and acceptance, and it's just
It's great, but it's awful.
It's great. I mean, it's not normal, but it's great, and you don't think it's gonna hurt you anytime soon. So cursed it is. Is it cursed? Is that?
That's me.
Oh, okay. Dalmas.
No, that's me, Dalmas. Yes.
Okay, that's not going to get confusing at all. But I'll get over it right quick. Dalmas bursts out in the song, and then the gnomes just loves that, and Jones right in, and they are currently arm in arm singing. What's everyone else doing?
I'm in the corner. You see in the corner, there's a man with a hood up, with very weird looking eyes, just sitting, eating his meal, listening. And once he watches the debauchery happening in front of him, he stands up and walks over to the gnome and asks, "Little man, what does this job pay?" And just stares at him.
You two will finish singing the song in a rousing chorus, and Dalmas will gain control and kind of like, I don't know, react the way he will, and the gnome will look in response to Zaru. That's what it is.
No,
Or Balin?
Yes. Oh,
Sorry.
Zaru was me.
To Valen. Come to my village. Take part in the merriment.
that is not payment. Can you buy food with merriment?
Well, we have all the food and presents. Something for everyone.
You just see the most puzzled look on Valen's face as he shakes his head and sits back down.
I want to
Presents
nudge.
seem kind of cool, huh?
Oh.
I'd be happy for that.
Want to nudge Valen and be like, "Oh, there may be some shillings in in your present for your purse. Might as well give it a shot."
The gnome is very excited at the prospect of one or more of you liking the idea. It's like, oh, you'll come, you'll come to Gnomantide.
I thought it was town. Land.
It's the holidays, Gnomantide.
Oh.
It's Gnomeville.
What's Gnomeville?
I'm sorry, Gnomesville.
Gnomes. Oh, so it's not Townsville. It's in Gnomesville. Gotcha.
What? No. What's town? No, Gnomesville.
Of course. Well, lead the way, good friend.
Yeah, he puts out his arm for you.
Yeah, I put it in and we skip.
Oh,
on.
you guys are skipping.
Well, we're the same height, so it
Um,
works.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I give you inspiration.
Nice.
I'll
What are the
sweep
things?
the gaze over Dalmas to make sure he hasn't been enchanted as well.
Oh, there's definitely magic on him. Yeah, so like it's definitely lesser. It's just around his eyes currently, but there's definitely something happening. Is that just like detect magic for like a couple of times a day?
It is detect magic at will.
Ooh, that's cool.
Poggers.
Yeah. So someone else picks up Dalmas's pack, and you bugger off. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're off.
Okay. So.
Somebody grabbed
What?
it for me.
Somebody else, just one of his many friends. He's got 3 right there, not you because you're too edgy. But
yeah, I pick it up and I hand it to the edgy guy. You could probably carry this. A lot easier than I could.
This has got a mace in it. It might be too heavy for you.
So
picks
Your
up the
payment
pack
is you get to
with one
carry this
hand.
pack.
He picks up the pack with one hand and he throws it towards the man in metal armor, and he continues walking behind the skipping idiots.
It hits the man in metal armor, falls to the floor. He stares at it and he picks it up very awkwardly, and then follows
Like,
you
between
with his
two
hands
fingers.
holding out. He's holding it in both hands with his arms fully extended, and he's still carrying it like that.
That's really cool.
Alright, and with the last
So-
grabbing of whatever was
Oh.
on our plate, I just kind of shrug my shoulders and walk behind everybody else.
Nice. End scene. On the way, wasn't really planning anything for this, but I love what I thought something organic would happen. Lo and behold, Everyone roll me a perception. Dalmas at disadvantage.
Okay.
My speciality, I think.
Oh, my crit and crit failed.
Oh, double.
That's
Wow.
great.
My things said no before
Is
disaster.
that everybody? Yeah, okay,
My
that's everybody.
speciality, double nat one.
Nice.
Oh.
Cursed.
You're still at 5s.
So you guys need to sleep. You need to sleep at one point there. So you set up your tent. Pardon me. Set up your tent, and everyone's laying down. But when you wake up the next day to start finish your journey to Gnomesville, Cursed, you notice that Dalmas is definitely shorter. Would you say anything?
Did I notice him shrinking overnight? Because I technically don't sleep. I can see everything around me and hear everything around me.
He's
No, he just
shorter.
he's just in his bundle, and everyone goes to sleep, and just when you guys get up, everyone's just getting their packs together, doing stuff, and you just happen to notice that Dalmas looks a little shorter. You got a crit. You think his clothing might also be a shade lighter.
Curse kind of
Ouch.
cocks his head to the side and looks at him and he says, Dalmas,
Yes.
your clothes are a lighter shade and you seem to have shrunk.
He looks at
How
his
did you
arms
do
and he
this?
looks
You
up and
notice
down.
nothing.
Yeah,
Notice nothing.
It's like, what do you mean, friend? I feel great. I feel jolly. I feel joyous. As a matter of fact, we're up to Nomentide. How could I be any way distraught?
I pretended to look, but clearly I'm distracted by not remembering stuff. So.
Oh, I love it. Distracted. Okay. Yeah. No, Zaro. I mean, looking, even him pointing out, you kind of just like, I don't know. He was always short or whatever. Anything else? Anybody else want to say anything else?
Oh,
Nope.
and then
Grunt.
I want to say I was holding the pack this entire time, still at that 90-degree angle, and then I'm just gonna walk over to Dalmas and put it in his hands.
Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate it. See, this is the kind caring that we need every day of the year, not just on Nomentide season.
I do not understand, but we should go.
Dalmas,
Four.
your pack seems big.
Oh, that's. Oh, I must have just put a few extra things in here. It's a little heavy, but I mean, it's okay.
But after like 10 minutes of walking, it seems to be fine.
Got used to it.
Yeah, walking off. So, continuing on, this friendly gnome whose name you've not asked and he has not given leads you to.
We trusted somebody we didn't. And again, I just grunt. You just hear just another just like grunt of just like
Gnome Santa.
Okay, none of us
Stop
have control of our characters.
So he Oh yeah, I if you guys can put yourself, you guys can make yourselves a little bit bigger if you want. This is going to be more theater of the mind. This is more representation of where you guys are and what you guys are going to be doing. But
I didn't give ourselves control of the
I
token.
got it, Ken.
I don't have control of
okay.
my
I
token.
got it,
How about
Ken.
that?
I got it. I got it.
I
Ken.
like the crossing out of the towns and the replacement of the gnomes at the top.
yeah, so as you approach the town, this gnome, welcome to Gnomesville. He points to a he points to a sign, and it is clearly a big sign that says Townsville. The town has been crossed out, and Gnomes has been replaced. Does everyone have control?
I'm getting there.
I don't even know where our characters are.
Getting there.
Wait, if you can do that, then you're logged in as a DM?
I'm not
I
sure.
just
Question
did.
mark?
I just did to do that for us. I literally just did to do that for us. Tyler doesn't know what he's doing.
I can't tell. Yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, I do a little bit, but I'm not sure who everyone is. So.
That's why I
I
logged in
don't.
to do it.
I don't have control of my token. I will.
Oh,
Now you
yeah, I
should.
got you, Ken.
Do you have control now, Ken?
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, so
So
Nice.
good.
all right, I will put
Continue.
it down here. Hang on.
Gnomesville taking writes down the thing.
So yeah, you guys have found Gnomesville. Where is? Okay, so the friendly gnome leads you in, and looking around, you can clearly see just a bunch of gnomes, and very quickly you can see that the two gnomes that your buddy approach look exactly the same.
Oh, everybody looks
Like
the exact same.
like some sort of cookie cutter. Yeah, like a
Copy
token,
paste.
if you will. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
And as you filter in, you arrive. Every gnome just like looks up like in wonderment and surprise and happiness, and they look and they all cheer, "Hooray, visitors!" They all stop what they're doing and they come like greeting hello. They bring you just like some of them are holding food. They bring you some food. One of them has like a flask, gives you a drink. Some other drinks are brought out, and everyone's having a nice time. They greet you, and then they take you by the hand one by one and show you about the town. So what this is basically going to do is we're going to role play a little hand wavy bit. I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you the 4 or 5 different sections of this town, and you guys will choose the ones that you want to go to. We have the spell shops, the arms shops, the food shops, the toy shops, and the Lord of Nomantide's workshop.
Spells, food, arms. What else?
Toys, and
Toys and
the
the Lord.
Lord of the Workshop.
And I assume quickly as the guys come up, if I do the Eldritch Sight there, that I can see that they're all basically enchanted the same.
Every single individual, yes.
Okay. Just I
Um,
assumed, but just wanted to get it verbally out there.
yeah, and it seems a lot of the stuff that they were working on was also magical. Actually, as you look at it, the things they were working on, it was like there was magic like going about on the things they were working on. But then as they stop and approach, the magic stops. But what is everybody thinking as to area? Let's go around in a circle. Valen, a friendly gnome, takes your hand and leads you to one of those sections. Which one do you want to go to?
First of all, he smacks his hand away, and then he decides he wants to visit the leader of this backwards ass town to try and get payment for figuring out what's wrong. So he'll go
okay.
to the workshop. Father
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else looking to go to the Lord's workshop?
No.
Okay, because I was thinking that we do need to split everybody up a little bit, just have a little bit of fun. Okay, we're probably going to end up doing your last just for plot reasons, but that's still fun. Dalmas, where's the gnome leading you?
Well, Dalmas is still, he's still in joyous spirit. He's a little bit freaked out at all the little mini me's are running around, but he's thinking about going to check out the toy shops.
Okay, Dalmas to the toy shops. Let's write this down. Zaru, where are you? Is your interest?
Did you say something about cookies?
There is a food. You have the distinct smell of cookies wafting from one of the houses that's in the food section. The food section is the purple on the bottom right. It is definitely the biggest. There are a lot of different houses. Each of them have a distinct smell emanating from them.
I'm definitely going in there.
Okay, Zaru is to the food. Cursed.
Do I smell iron in the air?
Oh yes, you do. That would be the blue section. Yeah, there's more than smell the iron while you're walking in. You hear the ring of metal on hot softened metal.
That gives me chills down my spine, and I walk over there, or I get led
And
over there.
Galar is not here. So we're gonna start with the toys. Dalamus, you approach the toys section, which was let's say it's the red section. There's a couple of different houses that kind of look like they've been recently restructured. Let's say there's a hole going out of one on the second floor with a makeshift walkway in between it, leading into the roof space that's been broken open. The next one, you could hear sounds of sewing machines furiously going on either side. There's one gnome that's currently running cotton in between the two houses. Seems to be a lot of different toy making going on. The gnomes greet you with fervor. They're very excited to show their work, and they show you every kind of toy conceivable that you've seen. There's some really complex mechanical stuff, things that you've never seen before. But what they ask you is, what is your favorite toy?
Oh,
And I would like Dalmas to describe his favorite toy. Do a
my
little
favorite toy.
role play.
Okay. Well, back in the hold, my father used to give me it was this small wooden hammer. It was a wooden hammer, and it came with it had like this whole set of tools, and there was this like this steel, like small steel anvil, and that's how he would train me to become a smith. He would have me bang on the wooden tools with my wooden hammer, and he would eventually give me smaller versions of these dulled metal tools that I was supposedly making, he says in quotes.
So they all get very excited, and two or three of them lead you to one of the houses where there's a small miniature forge set up with a couple of them running around, stoking the fires and pulling out hot metal and shaping different toys out of metal. And they through your instructions, they kind of ask you more and more questions. They start making the thing as you describe them, and they're like, as you're describing things, they're going super fast. They're like making something and showing it to you like this. Okay, that's exactly what you were talking about. So now I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. 19.
Okay, you really get into this. You love the fact that they are making your childhood memories come to life inside, like they're like with their hands, like right in front of you, and you are like just loving the spirit, and you're really feeling it, and you know, it's like, you want to try. You really want to try. So give me a. You're gonna have proficiency at this,
Okay.
but give me a. What skill would manufacturing toys be?
I don't even know.
I would say
He could just be either. I would do either intelligence or dex if he had to like.
give me an
do
intelligence
whatever.
dexterity combination. So add the two bonuses together, and then divide them by two, and then add your proficiency.
Okay, so then it is just gonna be so it's gonna be I have 0 in dex, 2 in intelligence, so it's gonna be 1. So roll
One.
roll d20 plus, and then my proficiency plus 4 then. So then a 12.
Okay, yeah, you start getting into it. You definitely make something, and it takes you a while, and they give you a hand, but you are definitely in like loving making the process of these toys. Next, we're gonna go to Zaru, who went to the
Mic
food.
off.
So being shown these different houses, you just are assaulted by all these different smells, and there are just cook fires going around. There's cook fires going around outside where there's meats that are being roasted. You see through the in one of these houses here, it seems to have a lot of wild game that's being cleaned and processed and being roasted on fires. There's cakes, sweets, every kind of candy you can imagine are being made in these houses around here. What food, what candy, what treat would Zaro be attracted to the most? Or
He
what
would be looking
type?
for. He'd be looking for like a sponge candy thing that would have some kind of like a peanut butter center, though, surrounded by the sponge, and then chocolate, and then some kind of whipped cream frosting stuff on top.
Okay, so there is one building where in the center there is like a big ring of basically a coal grill, kind of like a when they do like a oh my gosh, Chevetta's chicken grill, like a huge long grill, what's in a ring, and in the center of the ring are four gnomes wearing aprons. They look maybe a little bit bigger than the other gnomes, but everything, every other detail is the exact same, and they are stirring the finest chocolates in these big giant pots on the grill in a circle, and they're kind of rolling the pots around in a clockwise motion around this grill to get the best heat and the best mixture of the chocolate. They're making every kind of sponge candy you can imagine. Do you try some?
Yeah, I'll look for one that looks closest to what I had described.
It tastes amazing, and it's definitely something that you will remember, but it's not exactly the thing that your memory was trying to recreate. And they noticed that right away, and they asked you to try to tell them what it is different, what is different. So give me a wisdom saving throw, just straight.
My
Okay.
God.
Oh God.
You fall you just like fall into your memory. You remember whatever parental figure or wherever you had found it from, whoever gave it to you, sort of showing you what it is. You saw what was made, and you describe it as best you can. And they quickly suck you into the process, get you involved, and before you know it, your hand up to your elbows are covered in chocolate. You are making chocolates, making sponge candies, and before you know it, you are recreating the exact candy from your memory. We're
Ken
gonna
has
go to
not
Cursed.
rolled higher
Oh.
than a 2 today.
That is correct.
Cursed, you are seeing a truly wondrous
Mic off.
sight for a person of interest with foraging, because all around you are forges that were quickly put together very well, but definitely they're brand new. And there's 2-3 gnomes per forge that are just constantly keeping the fires hot, working the bellows, adding more fuel, and there's another 2-3 dozen gnomes running between all these forges, pulling metal out and going to hammers, large stones, and other metal objects, and just going to town. These gnomes have their sleeves rolled up, so you know they mean business, and they are just quickly getting stuff done. They're doing it assembly line style. So 2-3 gnomes will pound out like a shield, then someone will quench it and grind it out, and then you got a shield laying for you in a minute. It's astounding. They see your interest in their work, and they come try to show you. They want to see what they're doing, show what they're doing. They're very proud of the work that they've been doing. They all seem very happy, sweaty, but very content with their lifestyle. And they ask you, what is your favorite piece of equipment, of mundane basically, but what is your favorite pieces of equipment?
Cocks his head to the side. He goes, favorite? What's the point of having a favorite?
That's a wise answer. Well, what's if you were to ask young Cursed what he dreamed his dream weapon would be, his dream piece of equipment would be, doesn't have to be a weapon, what would it be?
Cursed is 2 years old, by the way.
Cursed is 2 years old.
Mic
All right,
on.
6-month-old Cursed. What is
Mic
Cursed?
off.
Sorry, yeah, I know you said this.
Mic on. Mic off.
Cursed kind of cocks his head. He says, I don't believe I would have a favorite, but that one dwarf spoke of plating. I've not heard of it and would be interested in learning about it.
So
Mic
you were
on.
over by the equipment side of things over here. So they they point you over to this side to this building over here, and in there's kind of similar situation. One of the forges clearly was there for a while, but a couple new ones have sprung up very quickly. The buildings have kind of been like walls blown out to accommodate the size and materials and work to happen.
Mic off.
And these guys are just pounding out sheets. Like there's three of them in a line with really big hammers that are just pounding in synchronized motion, pulling out sheet of metal. They ask you to describe the best shape and kind of plate. Do you try to help them out?
I don't know how to play. You guys know about. You should ask the other gnome that led us here. He seemed to
There-
know a lot about plating.
They're gonna keep asking you to describe it. Just describe what do you like. What would it look like? What would it like feel like? Just tell us, please.
It would cover you and it would protect you. The looks don't matter. The feeling doesn't matter. It's the utility.
Well,
of it.
no, but yeah, but it should be something that like what we want to know is what like you would want. So like they're basically going to keep trying to pull like some sort of personal connection to this piece. Are you going to give them that?
I role playing wise, no, I don't think curse.
Okay,
Just
good.
like a dumb.
Good. Yes, you will keep going back and forth. They are going to keep going like this until you walk away. You will not make a wisdom save. We're going to go on to Valen. I like that. I'll give you inspiration as well. Valen, approaching the gnome that whose hand you slapped sees your interest in the center house where there's a big, large pine tree seemingly growing out of the middle of town, out of nowhere. It's not in this map, but just pretend. It's all pretend. And he gladly leads you up to it. Oh, this is the Lord's workshop where he does the most important work. Leading you to it, it's a couple of buildings together. One is clearly the largest one, but there's a stable. It's empty, but there are gnomes there that are putting toys, foodstuffs, arms, and little baubles that look to be glass globes into boxes, bags, sacks, and bows, and wrapping them. The big workshop door looms in front of you. What do you want to do?
The big workshop door looms in.
Did I stutter?
And walk in.
Mic
Or walking
on.
in, it's a lot of activity going on here. There's gnomes running around everywhere. A lot of wrapping of presents going on in here as well. And in the center of it all is a gnome who is clearly a little bit older and a little bit taller than all these other gnomes, but stands out because he looks different than all the other gnomes. But he is shouting orders in a clear voice that rings like a bell, and all the gnomes listen to him and snap to attention, get their jobs done real quickly, and report back to business. And he seems to be busy, or he seems to be distracted by all the gnomes about.
And just barked an order, got everything he needed done, and he's distracted by the gnomes.
Well, no, he's currently distracted by barking out orders. He's constantly barking out orders to gnomes.
I just want to take a quick peer around when he's distracted and just kind of look around and see if anything looks weird, out of place.
Yeah, so this is definitely seems like the final step in the in whatever operation this is. You see that while you were walking towards this place, there's been gnomes wheeling carts from every section of this town towards towards this one building here, filing them in from 4 different entrances that some of them have been newly blown out walls, and presents have been wrapped, put into sacks, and stuffed away into corners. There seems to be a back door that no one is going in and out from. And not much else to see. After a little while, he will notice you, and with a big, joyous smile, he will come over to you. Unless you want to do anything else before that, because you'll have the option to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just wait for him to notice me.
Yeah, he will approach you. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to my workshop. I am the Lord of Nomentide. What is your wish?
To be rid of this stupid fucking place.
Whoa!
Oh, well, that's no way. That's no way to be. This is a joyous time for good cheer and hope for all types.
What? I was told there's a great evil here, and I was hoping I'd get paid, so I figured I'd talk to
Great
you 'cause you're in
evil?
charge.
Well, to be honest, there are great evils in the world, and lately it seems like they've been insurmountable. Wouldn't you agree?
I was told there was a great evil here. Not in the world, just here.
Not that I have seen, but I am here. I have been summoned to bring hope and joy to the world.
Who summoned you?
I know not. I don't even know if it was somebody. I am a force of nature in itself. And he kind of like opens his hands and swirls of green appear up. I should have described this guy. He's I mean, I kind of did. He basically is wearing the same kind of outfit everyone else is, green with white trim, and he's kind of looks exactly like this token that Ken found for me, right in the center.
Interesting. So, what are you exactly, Mr. Lord of Gnomesville, formerly known as Townsville?
He gives you a weird look, like he doesn't understand what you're saying. He's like, no, yep. I'm the Lord of Nomentide. I'm Lord of this town. What he's not understanding what you're not getting. I'm here to complete my work and preparations and bring hope to the world. He gives you
I'm
a
just
big happy smile.
Fused on like what you do and why you're here, man. It seems like this town's kind of really Silicon Valley, Black Mirror. Like I don't really like the way this town feels. I've never had a town greet me with cheers and celebration when I walk in.
Did you not enjoy it?
I hated it.
My gnomes are always polite. Were they naughty? His voice gets a little rumble at that, and all the gnomes stop. Naughty? No, naughty. It was naughty. It was naughty.
Can I do like an insight check or something to like?
Should
try
point
and
at one and
further
just say he
understand
was naughty.
what is happening?
First, give me a perception check.
I can do that. I rolled a 15.
All right, so the one that originally approached everybody
Mic off.
at your town hall was all bruised up and his clothing was torn. You see him; his bruises are mostly gone, and his clothing has only one tear in it, which is weird. You kind of really notice that, but his clothing's not really like torn up anymore. all the gnomes are kind of just like looking at you, expectantly, like, oh, was somebody naughty? Hearing the Lord's words, you would know he's being very serious. He's looking around all the gnomes, and he sees you notice that gnome that had brought you, and he puts two together. Like, ah, we had a naughty gnome here a few days ago. It seems he has returned. Maybe he's learned his lesson. The gnome that originally approached you pipes up. Is like, oh yes, Lord. I'm not naughty anymore. I'm nice. I work very hard. See? And he starts wrapping presents, and you see him wrapping presents faster than his hands should be able to move.
So, why did you bring us here?
You're saying that's the gnome?
Yeah.
Oh, to to enjoy Gnomantide. And at that, the Lord will give a big belly shaking laugh. Like, wonderful, wonderful. It's good to hear everyone's on the nice list this year. All right, everyone, break time's over. Back to work. And is there anything questions you have, or anything else you wanted to do?
So what are you exactly doing here, my lord?
He turns to you and kind of like gives you a like, oh, come now. Look, I've already told you, I am the Lord of Gnomantide. I am here to finish my preparations and bring joy and hope
Mic on.
to the world.
Ask him how he's gonna do that, please.
And
Mic off.
sir, all I'm seeing right now is a bunch of people who are afraid of you, that you're working until they drop, putting up this false sense of happiness. How are you bringing hope to everybody?
I can assure you, my gnomes are perfectly happy. No one here will be dropping.
What happens if they're naughty?
No one here in Gnomenville is naughty. You will look around, looking around here and trying to be trying to get an eye on like all these gnomes here. Everyone here does look happy. It doesn't look like people are forcing it. And they are just constantly working. It's just going constantly. But they don't seem to be getting tired.
Sir, don't bandy words with me. What happens if they're naughty? Doesn't matter if there's nobody naughty here, but what are you doing to people that are naughty?
Well, he gives kind of a mischievous smile, like, the gnomes already know anyone who's naughty gets. And all the gnomes look up and shout, "Call!"
Mic on.
Oh god.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Please! My village is a wonderful sight to see. Take a look around.
I'm gonna walk right to the back door that no one's going in and out of.
Okay, yeah. He sees you approaching there, lays a finger aside his nose, and pops up right in front of the door. Like, that is my bedroom, and it is private.
I thought your village was open to all for great cheer and all that.
Yes, my
Am I
village
really
is.
forcing it right now?
My bedroom is private. It's also locked. I figured I'd
see.
just save you the time.
I see. Do you, by chance, know why this town sign got crossed out? And I'm pointing to. We're at like the main hall, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Of what was this town, and I'm assuming there'd be documentation on, Townsville.
everything you see is Nomentide themed and or functioning for the preparation of Nomentide. There's like nothing else at all.
Okay.
We're gonna
And
last thing.
why is the town name changed? I'm just trying to figure out what's up with the town name.
He looks at you
The
confusedly
sign
and
outside says
doesn't
Townsville.
he doesn't I don't know it says Gnomesville. No, it's
Okay.
no
I'm gonna go
Gnomesville.
find
He
the
says
rest of the
louder and
people.
he nudges the gnome next to him and he laughs.
I'm gonna
Like,
go
if you-
find my people.
Yes, excuse me, I must get back to
Shit.
work as well. And the Lord jumps into preparations and he's helping just as much as everybody. We're going to go back to okay, so Dalmas and Zaru, you are loving these preparations. You cannot stop.
What? Why?
You just
Alright.
you love it to me. You're helping to be too helpful. They need you. They need your help.
Okay.
I am definitely happy to be a part of this.
Give me another wisdom save. Dalmas at disadvantage.
I rolled a 19 for my last one, just so you know. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That one is at 11. Oh my god.
Wow.
Ken!
So I'm sorry. Yeah, Dalmas was what kind of race?
Oh, dwarf.
Okay. Zaru is definitely wouldn't notice it, but looking shorter. Both your clothing is looking different. It seems to be changing. Not that you would notice. But Cursed, after finally pulling away from your conversation with the gnomes, who just won't stop asking you for your personal opinion on armor making, what do you want to do?
Curse would probably just like kind of stand there and watch them work, not helping, because. But then after a while, he'd get disinterested and kind of walk away.
Where do you want to
Mic
go?
off.
Not to the food, because probably the toys.
Okay, so seeing the toys, which was Dalmas, you can definitely immediately seeing as you had seen earlier, you could definitely see that Dalmas looks
Mic on.
like he's turning into a gnome. Like he's definitely shorter than he was previously. His clothing is not even just a different color palette, but it is now changing structure to look like the gnome's clothing. And he's like, getting a little bit of a beard. He's got like his hat, or his helmet is changing to like a hat. What would you like to do?
Kirsten's gonna cock his head to the side and be like, Dalmas,
Oh, hi, Cursed. How are you?
you have shrunk again, and if I do perceive it to be so, you seem to be turning into a gnome.
Kinda, Dalmas kind of like looks at his arms and looks at his clothes and like looks up and down. He goes, "Curse, you're silly. You're just a tall guy. You're just seeing me weird. It's okay." And he gets back to playing with his toys or doing whatever he was doing.
Dalmas, could you stop that? I need to take a closer look at you. Could you stop working?
I suppose.
Dalmas, give me a wisdom save. Give me a wisdom save again.
13. Oh, at disadvantage.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah. Well, no, that one's not disadvantage because he's there helping you. You managed to stop, but you don't know if you could stop for long.
Okay.
Like you got to fit. You're not done. You're just there's more.
Okay, well, make it quick. What do you need?
It's the strangest thing. Your entire composition has changed. You were clad in white. Now you are green and white.
I mean, it's just the Nomentide and festivities, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you helping these gnomes?
Is this a point where I can like start trying to do anything, or because like I do want to start trying to break this if I can.
So after talking for a little bit, give me one more wisdom,
So 24.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you. So you will wrench your focus away from the workbench where you were just making this thing, and you don't really remember where you were for the past like hour or so, but you see this pile of perfect recreations of the toy that you had described from your childhood, like to an exact T, even like the crack that it had acquired later in use. Um, and you were just like really stunned by the fact that there's a bunch of these things that you don't remember really making. And after him pointing it out, you can definitely see that you're shorter.
Oh my god! I already thought I was short before. Oh god! I throw the red hat that's on my head down on the ground and start stomping on it in frustration.
When you lift up your foot, you realize your hat is not under your foot; it's back on your head.
I try to do it again. I try to just like throw it on the ground again. Does it?
Yeah, that's a comedy bit that's never gonna get old.
Just keep throwing it. Just taking it off my head, just throwing down, just over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I will stop him. I'll be like, do you? Why were you helping them?
I don't know. They just brought me in here. I blacked out since we left the the whatchamacallit, the guild hall.
Well, I think the best course of action would be to make sure that no one else is entranced by these gnomish, and make sure that none of our friends are shrinking.
Where did everyone else go?
I think Zaru wanted. He said something about cookies.
Oh no.
I've never had a cookie.
They already got him. Well, we'll get you a cookie, my friend. We gotta go help Zaru.
I think you wouldn't have realized that Valen was at the main workshop.
Yeah, he probably stormed off.
Nope, he just walked off.
Cursed, you've had a lot of sweets. It's really great. You're really enjoying it. Give me another wisdom save.
I think you meant Zaru.
Zaru, yeah, sorry, Zaru.
Listen, I'm having a good time making the perfect sponge candy. I'm even afraid to push this button at this point in time.
Nah,
Hey! Ooh. Okay, cool. So after about a half hour of time of just kind of like making this general pastry that you're, I guess, just pulling from somewhere, you don't necessarily remember it, but after about a half hour, you start making these pastries that like even the gnomes are kind of like confused about, not really understanding. It seems to be like some sort of otherworldly pastry, and it's weird because you're just using the normal ingredients that are around you. But as you're making this batch, you're kind of have a moment of breaking through like whatever hold this thing has over you, and like assuming a little bit that you activate your eyes, you can see that there's magic currently on your hands working about them as you create this pastry or whatever, and the ingredients that you touch as you put into it change into different ingredients that are not even from this plane of reality, and you concoct a genie pastry. I'm gonna say there's 8 of them because you did well, and you got a weird memory genie thing going on anyway. So a memory was pulled from one of the genies, and you, through the magic of Nomentide, created a genie pastry. I'm gonna say it heals 1 HP each and gives you lucid dreaming for like a D4 of days. And do with that as you will. And they never go bad because I kind of want that thing to ride.
Lucid dreaming. Okay.
Genie pastries.
I say I'll be taking these. And I would notice some of them look sort of like fake rocky looking and like they're made of almost stone, but actual pastry. And then some of them sort of have like a airiness to them.
They are going
Like
to let
buttery
you
croissant.
because they're not really like understanding what that is. But after this moment of lucidity and like realizing, like, oh no, I don't. Those shouldn't just go out to people. I'll take those. You kind of like look up and look around and realize that you are shorter, and that more that everything else looks bigger. Everyone else looks around your size now, and that's not how that was before. And Dalmas and Kirst walk in.
Oh no, he's also shorter.
Oh, Zaru. Oh god. Well, I mean, welcome to the short life at least. I mean, I've survived. It's not that bad.
I hold up the tray. Pastries?
I don't think it's
Zaru-
time for that.
Zaru is less color palette changed than Dalmas for sure.
I'll pick up a pastry and kind of like turn away, and you guys hear the audible sound of a pastry clinking down a suit of armor.
Wait. Does
Never gonna go bad.
Does Zarust have the hat as well? Or does he not?
Yeah.
have
Oh
it?
yeah. It's a smaller hat, but he's got one.
Zaru, try throwing your hat off. Watch what happens.
My hat, I say.
Yeah,
I
go
grab
ahead.
it and I pull the hat off and look at it.
You have a smaller, less red hat than Dalmas, but you have one for sure.
It's like a little fez.
Little yarmulke.
Yeah.
So what the heck is this? I don't ever wear a hat, and I chuck it over at one of the other gnomes.
You feel it land on your head.
It's kind of like a boomerang. It's weird.
Okay. We're gonna go back to the guys. Think about where you would go next, and we're gonna go to Valen. Would you be doing anything in the workshop at this point?
I'm gonna try and catch a gnome by himself and talk to him.
Yeah, there's like a wrapping station that's kind of like off to the side, and one of the gnomes, goes over there with a big bundle of different gifts and boxes and supplies, and he sits down and gets to work. What do you want to do?
Hello. I noticed Dom was getting shorter too, right? The first time.
You did not. I thought you were no. Yeah, you rolled just under. Was it? No. Yeah, because you had. Didn't you have disadvantage? I thought.
No, I didn't have disadvantage. I rolled an 11, so I probably rolled just under.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was not enough. I had.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna walk over to the gnome. I'm gonna ask him his name.
What?
I'm gonna ask the little person his name.
Yeah, he looks up again and says, "What?
What is your name? What do people call you?"
They don't. I don't know. Roll persuasion.
Can I roll?
Yeah, roll persuasion.
I'm screaming at him and I'm tall.
No.
I said intimidation.
Sure. Yeah, roll. It's. I guess. I mean, it's a loud place anyway, so sure. Cool. Yeah. You kind of like give a quicker shout, like, "What's your name?" And he like jumps in while he's been like looking up at you and saying, "I don't know." His hands have been moving at a blur pace, wrapping and preparing stuff and putting stuff together. But his hands stop as he jerks, and his pupils kind of dilate a little bit. And he says, "Ignatius!" Then he shakes his head again, looks around, and goes back to wrapping presents. What?
What is this your only job? Is this how you live? How do you feel yourself?
I mean, well, at least till Nomentide. Yeah, this is my job until Nomentide.
And what happens after Nomentide?
Hope.
Hope happens after Nomentide.
Yeah, and he smiles and he looks happy at his answer. Hope.
You know what's funny about Hope, friend?
Huh? He looks confused.
You can't touch it. You can't eat it. It does nothing for you. It's just a falsehood.
He looks confused.
For those who have grown up.
Huh? He is still moving at a blur's pace. Hands at a
Do you
blur.
ever stop moving?
No, preparing for Nomentide. It's the most joyous time of the year, isn't it great? He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a candy stick, and he hands it to you.
Take it and pocket it.
All
Very
right,
confused.
Dalmas, Zaru, Kursk, what
and
would you be
walk out
doing?
to try and find my friends.
Mic on.
At that point, Tyler, I want to try and find my friends.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys, I'm assuming, could find each other. Dalmas and Zaru, while you're walking through the food section, every smell, every sight of food, of preparations, of decorations, of anything for Nomentide is just the best. Oh man, I want to help. That they're almost done making that thing. They could just use one more hand.
Can I just keep my head down?
No,
do you kind of
can't.
realize this is happening?
At this point, yes, you are aware of it, so you can. This won't be active checks against stopping, but you can feel this pull towards it. But let's say you guys come out this way and meet up around here in the main. What is that? Fire pit. It's a well. Old well.
I was gonna say, as I go through, I pull off the necklace that's around my neck that has the the little lantern hanging off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will hand it to Kursk. And as I do, I set it in his hand and I say, hold on to this. Just till we're away from this area here. And then I go and I disappear.
What?
So you went to your lamp?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Okay, so you're in your lamp for an hour, correct?
As long as I want to, I can stay in there up to 6 hours or something. Yeah, 6 hours at this point in time. But I can hear everything that's happening around me.
Oh no!
And I can
more than anyone else.
come out. I can come out anytime that I want to as a bonus action. And while he is carrying that thing as part of that on your person, anytime you make an ability check, you can add a D4 to it up to a couple of different times.
Nice.
Cool.
In case you have to make an ability check
So
before
you
I
just
pop
change
back
your
out again.
entire character into a bless.
Into an inanimate object. That's blessing.
No, it's only a couple of times you can do that. I took the Pact of the Talisman. So
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty
you
cool.
can give your talisman to somebody, and then when they do ability checks, they can add a D4 to the roll.
Oh, is that when you're not in it? Or can it be when you're not in it?
Yeah, it can be
That's
any
all
point in time. Whoever happens to be
Oh, cool.
carrying the talisman can add a
Oh,
D4
including
to their
yourself.
ability checks. Up to, I think, 3 times. I think it's my proficiency bonus.
Cool.
Yeah, including myself. But since I'm handing it to him, in case you happen to have to make an ability check, you can use the talisman.
Dope.
I wanted to basically get myself away from it at this point in time, realizing that something crazy was going on.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So I turn the corner to see Kursk. I'm assuming at a 90-degree angle with his arms holding this lamp. And Dalmas, who has a hat on and is shorter than he was when I first met him.
Yeah, no, and he looks like he's almost one of the gnomes.
I want to throw my hat.
Dalmas!
I want to throw my hat and Valen and say, "Why didn't you tell me about this? Didn't you notice?"
Oh.
Then it just
So
appears back
you're
on
gonna
my
throw
head.
your hat at me?
Yeah, and it just appears right back on my
So
head.
I'm gonna dodge the hat and then see it pop back on your head. and just sigh and just be like, this is why we don't take jobs that don't offer money. Why do you look like one of the little people, little person?
Whoa!
Wow.
Just kidding.
First, number 1, rude. Number 2, how am I supposed to know that? I mean,
I respected you when you were a stout little person, not a little person.
Just a straight.
Now you're just a
Straight
little
up.
person.
Well, that's the first of all, I need to get my few inches back. Second of all,
Hi-oh.
my
Few
That's
inches
what she
matters.
said.
There's a little blue pill that can do that for you.
Ah.
so did you find out anything? Where were you? Where have you been?
I went and talked to the crackpot that's in charge of this. Let me
There's
tell you,
a
is he a strange
crockpot
one?
in charge of this?
It's this cracked out old dude. He's got white hair and he can teleport. And he's spreading this message about how he's gonna bring hope, but yeah.
This
it doesn't really match
bullshit.
with me. It's just bullshit. Like he's really it just from what I've seen, it just looks like these people are just forced to work. I don't know if you guys experienced anything similar, but like I talked to this guy who didn't know his name, and then I had to like scream at him for him to tell me his name, and he's never stopped working throughout the entire conversation.
Oh,
He even
so
handed me a present and was still working while he handed me said present.
so he snapped out of his trance or whatever this is.
Your feedback in just a little bit.
Momentarily? What were you doing? You were gone for a good like hour and a half.
So do you really want to know?
He was making
Depends.
toys.
I was making toys. Well, specifically my toy from my childhood.
You pull a toy. You absent-mindedly pull one of the toys that you don't remember making. You just pull it out of your pocket and you hand it to him. And you
If
say,
you
"Mary
want.
Nomentide."
Mary Nomentine.
You just do it. You don't even think about it.
He just puts it in his pocket with the candy stick and looks at Dalmas.
Did you describe your
And-
favorite toy, by the way? Sorry,
Yeah,
Dalmas?
yeah. It was
Okay.
it was like pretty much like a set. It was like a small wooden anvil with a set of forge tools, pretty much.
Okay. It's just like a little leather case of stuff.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And he looks at Dalmas. First, he looks at Curse. He's like, Curse, hold up. 1, where's Zaru? 2, what are you holding? 3, what were you doing? And 4, he looks at Dalmas and he's like, and you were okay with making wooden toys as a dwarf?
Well, Zaru was making cookies, and then he stopped the cookies, and he gave me this cookie. Oh, wait, I can't grab it. It's too far down. Anyways,
He's just shoving his hand down his throat.
So
anyways,
what are you holding?
Zaru said he'll be back in a couple of minutes. It seems to me that they were trying to help the gnomes for an unknown reason.
Unknown reason.
Oh, -1 inspiration.
Bad joke. You have disadvantage on your next save.
So
I think. All right, real quick. I'm sorry. Great RP. I love it. Great job, guys. I think with all that good RP and all the information you guys have figured out so far, I would like to give you all a collective history check. To history or Arcana, whichever you're proficient in. Your choice.
I got a 4.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so nice, very, very good indeed, actually. With the 17 and 18 in history and Arcana, Damas, you would know just through different people you've met, different gnomes that you met, that Nomentide is a gnomon holiday of Festivus. It's a solstice sort of thing. It has to do with lining up of energies and planets, and usually is celebrated with gifts and merriment, cheer, singing, all the good stuff. Very much your end of the year holiday extravaganza. Arcana wise, it is very much shrouded in mystery. Magically speaking, it's not really always looked at as a magical thing. But rumor has it that ritualistically, Nomentide can basically go one way or the other, the hope or despair.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, everyone's together. We can resume scene there, I guess.
Did we get any insight on if these people were even gnomes to begin with? Because
Oh, it's obvious that they are. You literally saw one crack.
yeah, no. If they were gnomes or turned, because the town, I'm still.
There were
I
people.
don't know if
There were people that were turned into gnomes like we are. We're getting turned into. Has that not been obvious to you?
I mean, I want to make sure it's actually what's happening.
Yes.
Not,
I think that is the whole point of everything.
In the workshop, we would retell everybody that you saw the gnome that came in there. His clothing was fixed, his wounds were healed, and he didn't have memory of what he had first told you guys. If you guys caught it, and like in the very first, he was talking a certain way, and then he kind of just sort of stopped talking that way and started talking differently, and was all just like about.
Yeah, he started off
Festivus
very
and stuff.
scared and like actually like realistic, and then he just switched.
the other thing I learned, guys, is apparently if you're naughty, you get injured, or something terrible happens to you. Because it was like the you ever seen a bunch of prisoners here? Like, you're going to the hole.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of seemed like. The
Oh, where
reaction
is
to
this hole?
the word naughty.
Okay, actually, I need to hold on. I because I blacked out for a while, but so while we were speaking to him at the beginning, I had snuck into his mind and like was able to communicate with him in his brain, and apparently we have to stop the Lord's ritual, whoever that is.
Oh, I wouldn't know who that is. That guy I talked to was very secretive of his bedroom, by the way. Very secretive. He would be the Lord we have to stop.
Well, shot in the dark, that bedroom, quote unquote, is probably where the ritual is.
Are you going to share what else he said?
What else did he say? Oh yeah, we either have to stop it or let it happen. That was it, right? Or was there something else?
There's, a very strong feeling of being unsure.
Yeah, he didn't know if we should stop it or if we should let it happen. We don't know if it's good or bad.
I see. I'm creeped out by this whole thing and seeing how people's minds are being taken over and their souls, and you just made fucking wooden toys for an hour and a half and had no memory or recollection of it. I think we should probably do something about these guys.
Still more places to explore too.
What was the other place? It was just the magic place, right?
And there's the map as well.
The map. Oh, like the dock and stuff we have too.
I don't know. Others. Look at the map. Ask questions. That's all. So.
Can we look in the well?
Roll me a perception check.
Cool. I also have dark vision and magical dark vision up to 120 feet, so if it's dark, I can see it.
The well actually goes 130 feet, so you can't see anything.
So are we pretty much like away from that, where like the influence of the candy and stuff has disappearing?
Oh, I mean, there's still people like carting stuff around. So at this point, Dalmas and Dalmas and if Zara was out there, every time a gnome walks by with a wheelbarrow full of stuff towards the main workshop area, you guys just like want to look at it. You want to like help with it and stuff.
Right. Well, that's why I jumped inside my thing. That way I wouldn't be able to see any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to like jump in there, like I could hear what everybody was talking about, but I didn't want to have to actually like see the stuff in the hopes that maybe it would help clear my brain or something like that.
Well, you haven't popped out yet, so you don't really know. I don't really know how you exist in that state.
It is
Really?
a like 20-foot thing, and it's like a room that's like 20 foot that sort of looks like the inside of a lantern. That it's like has like couches and some little tables and stuff in there. It's
Okay.
like
So
if you
yeah,
watch
being
the Genie show where she used to pop in the thing
Yeah,
or whatever. Like
I
that's
Dream of Jeannie.
literally what it is. Like I'm
Cool.
sitting inside a little thing that's a 20-foot room.
Cool. Yeah, in there you don't have a mirror or anything, but your clothing does look normal in there.
Then I guess like if I felt like the influence of whatever this was pretty much gone, I could pop myself back out again.
Popping out,
Mic off.
you do feel normal, and Zaru looks normal.
All right.
Mic
And I would
on.
say, thank you for holding onto the lantern for me. But I'll take
course.
that now.
Here you go.
Check that. All right, what are we thinking?
I believe we should stop this ritual.
Yeah, I think we have two options of how we can go about it. We can either go in and confront him straight up and say that we know there's a ritual and see how he reacts. Because like I had said, the quote-unquote gnome that came to us said that he didn't know if the ritual was good or bad. He was kind of confused.
Was there nothing in the well, Tyler?
Oh yeah.
Sorry?
Was there nothing in the well?
Oh, you could see that the well definitely went deep, but the water was not that deep. It didn't go like all the way. Like as soon as it got to the water, it was basically the bottom. You don't think it went much deeper than it wasn't a deep well.
Okay. It was a deep well, but the water didn't go to the bottom.
Like, I'm sorry, it's like 40 foot deep, but the water is like maybe not even a half a foot high.
So there's like hardly any water.
Really,
There's
hardly
no
any
water
yeah.
in the well.
Yeah, hardly any water.
Interesting.
So either they're drinking a lot or they don't need water.
Yeah. Does the rest of the town look decrepit by any means?
And the opposite, actually. It is covered in decorations made out of like local plants
Mic
and
off.
festive colors, lots of green and white. It's a snow town, so lots of snowmen and ice sculptures everywhere.
I say,
Alright.
in the main town there was some like seemed to be the head guy.
Yeah, he was problems. He was kind of troubled, it seemed like.
I say, and what kind of stuff seemed to set him off since you were in there?
Any negativity. The word naughty and
The
going in his
word
bedroom.
naughty.
The word naughty was one of his trigger words.
Maybe I can help draw that guy out.
Mic on.
How so?
How would you do that?
I go like this, and I sort of like, you know that joke you do to like little babies where like you put your hand over across your face, and then when you take it away, your face is different.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like you did magic.
Yeah.
I rub my hand across my face, and then I cast. I use Mask of Many Faces and do Disguise Self, and I make myself look like one of those gnomes.
Oh, so you're gonna go in there
Okay.
and act bad.
I can do like Disguise Self at will.
All right,
Cool.
So we're gonna. I like this idea.
And I go,
I'm
I'll be
going to
back.
complain-
And I run off.
Wait.
He ran off. Hang on. He ran off.
I
You
run
chase
off.
him?
I chase after him.
No.
Yelling in tongues.
Yelling in tongues. Okay, you'll both arrive at the entrance at the same time. He's up right before you, so he is going to open the door right as you arrive behind him. Are you still shouting?
I'm still shouting. Yes.
I burst
So,
in
wait,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Yeah. What are you doing?
I said, I burst in and I go, down at the docks, there's gnomes being naughty. We need your help. I don't know how to stop them.
A loud gasp from more than a few people, more than a few gnomes, rolls through the building, and everybody stops what they're doing. What? What's this? Gnomes being naughty? I won't have it. The
Yes.
Lord of. Oh,
They weren't working hard. They were goofing around at the docks. Please come and stop them.
Yeah. If you disguise yourself, you're just like a gnome. Yeah, he will. He will look at you and your gnome, and he will cock his head a little bit, and then he'll smile, and he'll say, "Oh, 1 sec, sorry. Oh, was it that bad?" He'll say,
Apparently.
"Zaru, are you playing a trick?" He just looks at you like a knowing grandfather, knowing the child being mischievous. It's like, "Zaru, are you being silly? I wouldn't like to think that you're being naughty."
No, the gnomes at the dock.
I would never be naughty.
Wait, how does he know your name?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He didn't actually say that.
At that he frowns. At that he frowns and says, "Zaru, I cannot abide by this trickery any longer. Is something going on, or is this just one of your jokes?"
Down at the dock, something's going on.
Enough
That's
of this.
what I'm trying
Zaru,
to tell
you are naughty. And as soon as he says naughty, Cole appears above your head. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. You're getting cold.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
No doubt 2 ones.
A 2.
Not 2 ones.
Oh,
two.
wait. Oh, before. Oh, no, wait. Is that an ability check?
It is.
If it counts as an ability check and it fails, I will use the thing to add D4 to it.
No, it's a saving throw.
Then I won't be able to add D4 to it.
Damn.
So you will. Oh, I guess 15 bludgeoning, and you are restrained.
Team bludgeoning. Oof.
Yep, and then he will say,
That is not an improvement.
"All right, everybody, enough of this nonsense. Back to work, and I'll need Dalmas and Zaru to make me wisdom saving throws at Dalmas at disadvantage."
Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking something. Yeah, no, okay. At disadvantage? So net 1.
Okay, so Dalmas, you immediately just like turn to the workbench next to you that's full of stuff that needs to be wrapped, and you get back into work. You mesh right back in.
Sorry. So they went ahead, so I was still pretty far outside because I said said follow behind them. I wouldn't have been in there with them.
Well, were you guys following?
Well, we weren't in the. I mean, at least I didn't want to be in the building yet. I wanted to just kind of like wait it out.
Yeah, you would have been outside, so your wisdom save. You would not have made a wisdom save.
Okay.
Zara, you're restrained, but you were going to fight through the coal and eventually get out of it, and you're just going to get right to work. Valen, what are you doing?
It did not go to plan. Like I said, I guess I was running after him because Zaru was being naughty, but that didn't really work. So I'm just gonna ask the old man about how his ritual is going. And see if that brings about anything. I'm muted. Nope, I'm not muted.
No, you're not. He turns to address you throughout all the chaos. He raises an eyebrow and nods knowingly. Things are progressing nicely. We should be done in time.
In time for Nomentide?
Nomentide. In time for Nomentide, yes. We're on schedule. But any help is appreciated.
I would love to be helpful with the ritual. I don't want to be working. I just want to take a look at the ritual and make sure it's up to snuff. You know, I know a little bit about magic myself.
He gestures to the space around you. It's like, take a look around you. In this workshop, in this town, the ritual is taking place. The magic is happening. Nomentide is at hand! And all the gnomes cheer. Woo! Yeah! They're all very excited.
Shit. All right. Oh.
If there's more than a round's worth of time going on while they're talking, could I know while I'm working, but would I heal myself since I took some injury?
Actually, as you're working, as you're having this conversation, you've already healed like 5 HP.
Because like I can heal myself for like 6.
Right. No, you're like focusing on the work, but you are automatically healing. You're already healed 5 HP. Your clothing is stitching back together, sewing itself back together. You're also getting shorter again. You would maybe notice if you weren't too busy focusing on this just really nice doll that needs to be wrapped just right.
Okay.
Dalmas and Cursed, what are you doing?
Yeah, we were just talking. Maybe we can like start like walking because we heard the boom probably, I would assume, from the rocks. And so at that point, we would probably think something might be going wrong. So we kind of want to just swing around the building and see if there's windows to peek in. Or even maybe if those like doors are open that you were talking about, people coming in and out of.
Swinging around the building, you can see through the first few windows that you looked at. Zaru was covered in coal, but then he quickly got out of it and went to work. Valen seems to be talking to the big man again. But going to the next window, it seems to be the back room in which you see 3 things. Let me see.
The rule of 3.
The biggest thing you see is a sleigh. There's a nice standing like coat rack with a nice big green and white coat on it, as well as a pedestal with a tall glass of liquid, a plate with something on it, and 2 plates with something on each of them.
Okay, Cursed, I have an idea.
Okay.
I think, but we need to get in here quietly. So is this like window like locked? Is there even a way to open it, or?
It doesn't. I guess no, it doesn't open.
You said we need
It's
to
small.
be quiet?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no. Because I'm thinking that I'm not sure actually. Hold on, wait, do I? Oh, can I cast detect magic and look at the jacket or the coat?
You're just gonna cast it?
Yeah, I want to be able to detect it. Yeah, detect cat.
Okay, yeah. You just using your spell real quick. You open your eyes again, and the sleigh, the plate, and the coat are all just soaked in magic. They are like it's literally pouring off of them. These things are incredibly powerful magic something or other. You're not even sure if these are actually items. They're like that powerful. But you also see towards the corner of this room something you didn't really see offhand. There is something else magical in the corner that you can't really make out, but some sort of aura is coming out of that, and it's hang on. Really strong transmutation and enchantment magic.
Oh, that was the same magic from earlier. Okay. And then how large is the coat?
About like larger gnome sized, dwarf sized.
Okay, so like I would be able to fit into it? Question mark.
It'd be a little big on you now, but like yeah, it would fit on you, I think.
Okay. So Curse, this is what I'm thinking. You're a very smart individual.
He's gonna interrupt you mid sentence and say, "I thought we were supposed to be quiet."
I didn't mean that quiet, buddy. But I'm thinking that maybe the artifacts in there might have some sway over these elves, or I mean over these gnomes, I mean.
What do you think we should do about that then? Should we go through the front because we can't go through the back?
At this point, buddy, I think it might be smashing time.
I can smash.
So I wanna ready an action to jump through the window when when Cursed breaks it. If
Okay.
that's possible.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I say that I just want to run in there and I want to just grab that coat and then kind of maybe that coat, see what's going on with the transmutation thing, and then maybe bust through the back door,
Alright,
and see what's going
so
on.
Okay,
as
real quick. Oh yeah, what do you want? What do you want to do?
As Curse knows like metalworking because he knows the way around the forge, Curse plan is to freeze it and then
Okay,
heat it
just
up.
so you guys know, there are gnomes everywhere. You guys are currently right here.
Oh yeah, we're being surrounded by gnomes. Yeah, this isn't.
Hey, Steve,
What's up?
you have by chance a way to contact the other member of your party that isn't under the spell?
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
No, I do not have message. Otherwise,
So
I would have done that.
they're planning outside, trying to avoid getting caught. Not really know if they can. Not really sure if they can do that. Valen, you're inside talking to the Lord. What are you doing now?
Is Zaru still tripping out?
I mean, he's not tripping out. He's making toys very fast. He's wrapping toys very fast.
I would like to snap Mr. Zaru
What?
out of it.
Oh, sure. How are you going to do
By
that?
cuffing him upside the head.
Oh. Okay. So you slap your friend. Zaru, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. That's what.
It can be a wisdom check, actually. If you want to use your D4, you can use that.
I got you, buddy.
If you need to, that is.
This will be a D20.
Valen, roll me a sleight of hand.
A sleight of hand?
Yeah, just because you're trying to.
I got a 15.
Solid.
Does a
Okay.
15 fail or succeed?
No,
Don't tell
that's
me
good.
like what. Okay.
That's
Like
yeah.
it's the whole thing is if you fail, then you can add a D4 to it. So I just need to know if I failed or not.
So it's before.
So like
okay.
if I failed, then I was going to be like, all right, I have to be close with the 15. I would roll it, but if not, and I'm good, then I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, he like just bops you in the back, and he does it quickly and quietly, and nobody notices. But you can stop making toys if you'd like, but you feel like you're doing good in doing so. You feel good making wrapping these toys.
I'll look over at him and I'll give him a little wink at Balaam, and then I keep pretending to do what I was doing.
You pretend to do it, or do you do it again?
I mean, I don't want to get sucked into what I was doing, but I want to keep doing what I was doing as if him coming over and doing that didn't knock me out of the thing.
If you try to start making presents, you're gonna have to avoid getting sucked into like just literally enjoying yourself doing it. Like you love this. This is like one of the best things ever, and you're doing good, so it's a good thing.
Oh well,
you can do that. Because you're out of it and you're trying to do. I will give you you'll not have as hard a check, but you will still have to try to avoid.
Well, I don't like that.
It's tough. Like this is tough for you. It's tough for you to.
Break it.
So what is around this room here?
This room is full of presents and sacks of wrapped presents and unwrapped presents. There's constantly gnomes coming in with wheelbarrows, laying stuff out on tables. There's 4 different entrances in this thing on each corner, like on each different wall. A lot of movement, a lot of people moving around, and then there's just sort of one kind of back room. It's almost like the back third of this really large building that is not being used. Preparations seem to be mounting up. Things seem to maybe start coming to some sort of head.
And then what's the main big guy doing?
He's organizing the big pile of sacks and getting organizing the main groups of gnomes. Every 2 minutes or 2 to 5 minutes he leaves to go to one of the different sections.
All right, so I guess the last quick question I'll have is, between me and him, is there a bunch of piles of toys and various things?
There's stuff everywhere. It's constantly moving. And honestly, looking at these gnomes, each of them is really focused on their task until you address them, and then they can look at you and they're still also making whatever they're doing.
Well, the main part is I want to wait till there's a time when he snaps me out of it. If I look over and there's a time where there's a whole bunch of toys and other various things between me and him, I cast Gust of Wind, and I want to just blast all those toys right at him. That's my plan.
Blast the toys at the Lord.
Using Gust of Wind.
That's fun.
Okay, your Gust of Wind will definitely go off. You'll notice it right away. No one's paying attention. No one will see that it's you.
60
you already
foot long,
kind of
10 foot
you already
wide
kind
blast.
You already kind of look like them. So this is gonna hit most a lot of the gnomes in this thing as well as him. It'll go right up to him. This room is not 60 feet long. With the surprise and just the way the story's going, I'm gonna say this room is just thrown into chaos. So for a little while, all the gnomes are just gonna be freaking out. And the Lord is going to be just yelling orders, just grab that, get this, hold. So at this point, Dalmas and Cursed will hear this distraction in the back, and the gnomes will around the area will kind of like gather in, like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Because there's a lot of wind, a lot of paper, well, not paper, it's not a lot of wrapping papers technically, and stuff like flying out of this central workshop.
And it's supposed to be a strength saving throw, or we pushed 15 feet away from me.
Yeah, he's pushed down and out of the way, but this is such a small space to where it's just like everyone was pushed down because he was surprised.
Yeah, definitely at that
All
point, we're gonna go ahead and try to do our plan and get in. Me and Cursed want to try to get into this back room.
Okay, so Cursed hits it with a ray of frost, then tries to burn it. It shatters the wooden frame. And Downless is able to jump in. You see the coat, the pedestal of plates with looks like food and milk, maybe, as well as the sleigh. And then in the corner, you see a little nightstand with a book on top of it that is glowing magical.
Yeah, I want to grab the book, see what's going on there.
It is a big children's style looking book that has a very picturesque, colorful front page featuring the Lord with a big sack on his back and his giant green coat in his green sleigh, flying through the air, dropping presents in the sky. And it is Nomentide.
Is there like anything sinister to it, or is it just literally just a children's book?
I mean, opening up, it seems to have some depictions to it, but it is like it looks like it's some sort of ritual book. It seems like it's a combination between ritual book and children's book. Every page is a different depiction of like it's an artful depiction of basically all the different shops and shops and locations in this town that you've seen, but it's also covered in runes and magical arcane symbols.
All right,
So you've taken some time to look at that inside the workshop after the gust of wind knocks everybody down. Are you maintaining the spell, Zaru?
Oh yeah, concentration up to 1 minute.
The Lord will look up and say, Zaru is being naughty, and stones are gonna fall on you again, covering you. Make another dex save.
pushes the rocks. Nicole.
Dex saving throw.
Okay, you'll take 5. You aren't restrained. Make that con save. I think we should roll initiative. Basically, at this point, are you guys looking to fight this thing? Are you looking to fight this guy? Do you think this guy's evil?
Yes, I do. Even after looking at the books, I would say that this is still against people's wills. This is evil.
Evil beings deserve to die.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
The tracker isn't up. Hold up.
Hold up. Ding, ding, ding,
Hold up.
ding, 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 ding. Hold up. Ring, ding, 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 ding.
God, I really hope my idea isn't stupid.
I didn't set up the initiative tracker. Hang on.
I mean, could it be worse than anything I've done so far?
Okay, well, I'm going to the bathroom, so it
No.
doesn't matter yet.
Could it be worse than what
Mic off.
anything Eldor had done before?
I could just get one attack off on him.
gonna click and then click this. And then, oh my! Why don't I was roll better on my second initiative?
A 0 for him. Wow. That's a rough one.
No, it's a 13, I believe.
Luck rolled a 22. That's good.
No, I rolled an 18.
Mm.
I wasted a crit.
Mic on.
Oh, we were clearing. Oh, we cleared it. Okay.
Here we go.
So you are back? I'm sorry.
Yep.
All right. Is everyone in the initiative tracker?
Wait. Oh, is Ken back?
I've been here the whole time, just waiting.
You just gotta put yourself in the initiative tracker.
I was. Oh, he cleared it out.
It wasn't even open yet.
I bet I was on there. When you opened it up, I was on there.
Oh, that was an old one, I think.
Nope, because it had Zaru. Somehow it considered me to be on there.
Okay, Cursed. So you're outside. It
I have a 5.
seems like there's sound effects inside, and your buddy just jumps in, but nothing seems to be happening. Yet, or at least other than the distraction your friends seem to be making. What do you want to do?
I would like to run in the front. Run into the front, and I want to hold a reaction, or actually, because I ready the spell, then it's like a visual thing, like I'm preparing. Yeah, I guess Curse is gonna go full blown. Can I get up to the big guy?
If you dash, you have to like weave around like people or like gnomes and things.
All right, then this I won't get all the way up to him, but I will cast a firebolt. 19.
That will hit him.
12
If
damage.
I see him running up, I'll drop the gust of wind.
Damage, and then as a bonus action, I will use defensive field, which gives me. Oh, I have it set up. This.
So he will your firebolt will hit him, and he will glare at you. It's like, very naughty, Cursed. That's not how you get presents this year. He will lay a finger on the side of his nose and disappear.
He what?
Lays a finger aside his nose and turns, disappears.
He disappeared.
Zaru! Or wait.
Yeah, move me. I'm
No.
gonna have a 5, so move me down to where I should be.
There you go.
So.
That's the guy.
Okay.
Watch the football game.
Yes. I'm multitasking. I forgot to turn my audio off. The Bills
Okay.
are winning for anybody who cares.
So the Lord appears behind Zaru, just poof, like a cloud, like a puff of dust appears right behind him, and then tries to lay a hand on your shoulder.
Put your hand on.
Wait, on my shoulder?
Zaru.
Oh.
No, I guess the person who attacked him first. So on Zaru.
No, that was on Kurt. Or yeah, I guess our.
Yeah, if he did the gust of wind on him.
Okay.
Second.
Yep.
Okay, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
He reaches down and touches you, and magic flows through you, and you turn into a gnome. Give me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Probably do not need disadvantage. Oh, look at that.
You are a gnome, and you're going to have a rough time doing it, but you will not immediately start making like preparations for Gnomentide.
Nice.
Next is Valen.
So he's behind me then, correct?
No, he's behind Zaru, who is now a gnome.
Who I'm standing next to.
Oh, I thought you had moved away, but yeah, sure.
No, I was standing next to him because I slapped him, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast
Wait,
the...
you slapped him? You slapped him?
Yes, he did.
I slapped Zaru to get him
Oh,
out
I'm
of
sorry.
his trance.
Okay, I thought you meant slapping the Lord Jesus.
No. Now I'm going to slap the Lord with a green flame blade, though.
Ooh.
Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, it does.
He takes 11 slashing damage and 6 fire damage. Is there anybody around that's attacking or no? Is it just
No.
him?
No, they're just he's yet to even actually attack anybody.
All right.
He's just raging
you-
into the gnomes. He's not even doing damage.
You will slash into him, and he will lay a finger on the side of his nose and disappear.
Do I at least hit him and hurt him?
Yeah, you do.
Or is he just teleport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you cut into him.
Alright. Cool. Wait, do I get a reaction against him?
No.
Oh, okay. Then that's the end of my turn.
All right, Zaru, give me a wisdom check. You want to do well in this. Well, obviously you want to do well in this. Oof, okay. You...
Wait. Did this fail?
Oh, it does. If you're using your thing, it'll succeed, though. Cool.
16.
It's really tough, but you managed to not start working on the toys.
But I don't see the guy.
No, you do not.
I am going to hold an action, and the second he appears, I'm going to shoot Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. All right. Dalmas, you're in the back room holding this book.
Yeah.
Taking that first look at it, it seems to just be like a kind of a storybook version of a ritual.
Okay. Oh, God. So I have. Let me just go over. So I have a sleigh, cookies, the jacket, and the book.
It's cookies, milk, and a carrot on
And a carrot.
2 different plates and a glass.
Oh God. What? Okay. Theoretically, what would it be? I'm not saying I'm doing it, but what would it be to eat like a cookie or drink milk or whatever? Would it be like a bonus action or a full action?
Yeah, you have to go over an action.
Overnight. Okay. Jeez. I'm gonna
So,
go ahead. Yeah, I know.
having
So I've been debating
having
on this entire time because there's like
sure.
so much to do. There's so many options I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the jacket first.
Okay. Yeah. Do you I mean you can take the book with you, I guess, but
Yeah.
walking over to the jacket, you slip it on, and you feel there's definitely a lot of power to this thing, and it is definitely not clothing. This is like just straight magic. Out in the front room, the Lord of Nomentide. Well, no, I'm sorry. No, you don't see anything happen.
It's invisible, or whatever.
Yeah, nothing happens there. But you feel a surge of power running through you, and you feel it to be just potent. Just doesn't. It's not good or bad. It's just
Magic.
potent.
And then
yeah.
And then like, I know this is kind of stretching a little bit, but like as like a bonus action, can I just like slightly tear a page and see if that damages it, or if I'm able to?
Wait, what do you want to do?
It's kind of like tear a page in the book, not like break the book, but just like tiny tear just to see if it does anything, if that's possible with the magic.
No, that'll be a little bit more like
More than the
action-y.
book. Gotcha. Just double checking if I'm able to sneak that.
Any actual bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Cursed. The room is empty. Your friend's a gnome.
Um,
I'm sorry. When you put the jacket on, you go full gnome. I think you already were.
I was half gnome, but yeah, full gnome now. Gotcha.
Yeah, you are definitely you're tall. You're a taller gnome, but the jacket fits perfectly.
And not to kick myself in the ass, but do I have to do any saving throws for that, or?
Not yet. Don't worry about it yet.
Okay.
Cursed. Wait. Cursed. Sorry.
I don't even know. I guess the shoulders of my armor kind of pop up a bit, and there's little nubs. It's like underneath, and I will ready a magic missile for when he reappears.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
He is going to appear behind Cursed, so you guys can get your spells off.
Boom, boom. 2 Eldritch Blasts go off.
Why didn't it not?
I hope this is correct. So, can you see those rolls?
No. The 18.
Wait,
the 1d20.
roll...
Yeah, just one.
They're GM rolls. Okay, so I do 2 blasts. The first one hits with a 20 something. The second one I only got a 7 on.
One more
part
Cursed.
of my thing, I got to do an extra 3 damage because of the Wrath of Genie's Wrath. I get to add 3 force damage to this blast.
Cursed. One more d4 plus 1.
Is it?
It's 3d4 plus 1.
3d4
at
plus
level 1.
You get 3 missiles.
3d4, and then each d4 gets a plus 1.
All
right. 14 total. Very nice.
14.
So so the first one, just make sure he gets that plus 1 on each one. Yeah, he does.
It's already in there.
Okay, cool.
It's weird though.
And then I do 3 force damage and 3 thunder damage to him, in case that matters.
Thunder.
He is going to reappear behind Cursed, and he is going to have a look of utter horror on his face, just looking at the door to the back room, like pure absolute worry, and he is just going to run right to it. So if you want to do an opportunity attack,
I will do an opportunity attack.
All right, go ahead.
Do I get an op attack too, or just Cursed?
Cursed was nowhere near you guys. He was by the entrance.
13.
Oh, only from me. Shit.
That will miss.
Oh, tragic.
Yeah,
Shit.
you weren't in melee with him.
Yeah.
He
Bitch.
he runs like you miss him with your fist, but he runs to the door, puts a hand on it, and it kind of flashes a little bit, and he opens it up, and looking at Dalmas,
Happy
he screams, "No! You know not what you do! Nomentide is at risk! Please, the hope for this world, it is needed!
Explain
Stop!
what you're actually doing here, and we may leave you be."
He is gonna playing with time a little bit, but he's gonna scream loudly into the air in frustration. I am bringing hope to this world. Like it's an otherworldly scream. It definitely has energy reverberating in different dimensions. Yeah. So next is going to be Valen.
I'm going to walk to about 15. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna walk up to him. Or wait. Better idea. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at him.
Nice.
And it's gonna be fire damage. I did not set this up right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You need to do a to hit roll there, huh?
Yeah, an attack roll.
I know.
Set it
It's
up
not
as
set
an
up
attack.
right. I don't know why.
You have to go in and specifically change it to spell attack.
Oh, okay. I think I missed.
But just wait, what was it? 13 to hit. Tyler?
Sorry, say that again. I totally just
13
lost
to hit.
I rolled a 13.
That will miss. That will miss.
Alright. And then I'm going to action surge and hit him twice.
With what?
My longsword.
So you chromatic orb, move, and then longsword?
Yes.
All right.
I think I missed both attacks.
Yeah, those both miss.
Fuck. And then I'm gonna end my turn.
As you come up to him, you fling your orb, and it kind of bounces off his hat with a flurry of sparkles and sprinkles, and you walk up to him and try the same with your sword, and your sword just kind of bounces off him with a blast of sparks and color. Zaru, give me a wisdom save or wisdom check.
And another one. All right.
You got the full power of the Lord of Nomentide. You keep your turn.
Cool. All right. So, am I able to step up alongside of him?
Yeah. It's you're not that far away from him.
All right. I step up. I cast Green Flame Blade, and I'm gonna jab my rapier into his face.
Every single one of Ken's characters has Green Flame Blade.
That'll hit.
Dude, every single spellcaster I have has Misty Step that can have it. Okay. I believe I set this up. Oh, I did not set this up correctly. Okay, so the Green Flame Blade goes off. So the roll is going to be 2d8 plus 3 for my dex. That's the base thing. Plus 6 because I get Genie's Wrath. So it's an extra 3 damage on top of that. So that's that. And then sneak attack goes off for 1d6 on top of that.
Sneak
So
attack?
14. I'm a rogue.
Surprise!
Dude, everyone carries characters. Warlock,
Warlock Rogue, I know.
combo with Green Flame Blade.
That's 14
Yeah.
total.
And,
So
but it's
the
more creative than a
total
ranger.
is 14, yes. By the time I add all of the amounts of crazy ridiculousness in. No, that is not correct. Because the Green Flame Blade against... No. I'm sorry. No. +3 on top of that. Because the Green Flame Blade, the first hit's supposed to do my thing plus my bonus. So it should be an extra 3 on top of that.
Cool.
17.
So 17 total. As I jam my rapier into him.
He is going to wince at your slash and look at you with a truly sad look, with a genuine tear in his eye, and lay his finger upon his nose and disappear.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
You have a feeling of just it feels like you're being naughty, and it doesn't feel good. Dalmas.
Oh, I don't know what I want to do now because I had an idea and now that just changed it. Would I have noticed that?
No, because he was looking away. He was looking behind, like he turned around to look away from you.
Okay, I want to try to
in the doorway.
rip the book in half, or just like destroy it as much as I can.
You cannot.
I
You
cannot,
cannot.
okay.
You are not able to physically destroy it.
Okay, so it's magical, so I cannot. Okay. Then I guess if that's a whole action, then that would be the end of my turn.
As you hold it in both hands and try to pull it apart, you hear a scream reverberate through the room that you're in.
Oh, and also, sorry. Can I move towards the cookies so I can be next to the cookies?
Yeah.
Cool. I want to be next to the cookies for next turn.
Okay. At the start of this next round, everyone who's paying attention would notice that the gnomes are now moving at a not just a fever pitch, but what looks like a fast forward on a video recording. These guys are moving. Things are moving very fast. Things are coming to a head here. And Cursed, you do not see him. What do you want to do?
Do I hear them in the back room at all?
All these gnomes are running around, moving so fast. It's like a cacophony of sounds constantly. You heard him yelling. You think the yelling may have came from this back room?
Well, no, I know I saw him run up to the back room.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Curse would go there. If he can, how far away is the room?
It would be like 25. It would probably take your movement action to get to that because you were at the entrance or right outside.
All right, so I'll do that.
All right, you can kind of see through. Your teammates are right in the doorway already, so you can kind of see past them. You can see that your buddy is. Well, you could see actually, you see holding a book, what looks like the Lord of Gnomentide, wearing a very festive green and white jacket. Valen and Zara would also see that there is what looks like another Lord of Gnomentide inside that room.
Wait, so do I only see the one holding the book?
Yes.
How far away is he?
He's 15, not even. This is a smaller room.
All right. Well, I think Cursed would attack the one that he can see.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Dalmas looks like the Lord of Gnomentide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would attack him unknowingly. Alright.
Okay. After you hit me, I'd yelp out. I'd look over at Curse and be like, "What the hell was that for?" with that would be my free my free reaction or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Do I realize it's Dalmas?
It's not his voice. It's the Lord's of Nomontide's voice. Roll me an insight check and roll high.
And roll high.
How's insight? There you go. That's pretty high.
Yeah. You would like think, oh, that's not something that like the Lord wasn't talking like that. He was using all sorts of nice fancy language. That's very strange.
All right, and then now knowing that Dalmas, I'll feel bad, and I will cast Sanctuary on him.
Oh,
Cool.
cute.
Cool. At the start of his turn, he will appear right by the cookies and the carrot. He will grab the cookies and carrot and stuff them in his face. And he will run to the sleigh, provoking opportunity.
Yeah, I'll do that. I assume that hits.
Yes.
And then 8 damage.
Alright, you smack him in the butt. Alright, and he is standing on the sleigh. Alright, no, sorry, he's standing right by the sleigh, like hands like reaching up onto it, like trying to. Valen.
I would like to throw a chromatic orb at the sleigh. I did not set this up right. A fire variant, of course.
It's gonna bounce off.
Oh. I don't care. Wow. I fucking hate Roll20. Alright.
10, nice.
It smacks into the side of the sleigh. It like jostles it a little bit, but does not do any visible damage.
And then I want to walk over to him, so I'm in range of him if he tries to run. And so I can
Alright.
do him.
You got to move a little bit faster than walking, but I assume you get there in time because it's not that far. Zaru, yeah, he's right by the sleigh.
And then who all is by the sleigh?
No, I'm assuming that Valen is on the opposite side of the Lord.
Yes.
So no one is by the sleigh except for the Lord.
All right. Then I am going to nope, I switched that around, so let me do whatever. I am going to bonus action cast Hex on him.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do the thing.
And make it be strength.
I'm going to do the thing.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to go into strength against him, though, because I'm not very strong. But I do that, and I yell out, knock him down, and then I run up as my action and stab him with... I'm just going to stab him with the rapier, then.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Murderer.
Listen, the amount that he's done with me and the amount of wisdom saving throws I've had to make.
Oh, no, Ken, I'm sorry. Ken, you're supposed to make a wisdom save at the start of every turn. Yeah, this is the you got touched. You're not like I'm surprised you've had
Alright,
a turn.
There's my wisdom save.
I'm so sorry, Ken.
That's okay.
I will give you the
So-
hex because I messed that up and because that's a bonus action.
Oh.
You are still part of you is still wanting to fight, so you are still working right by the door, but you pick up presents that have fallen over and start putting them back and sorting them, but I'll let the hex go off.
Okay, so I cast Hex, and then I go back to doing my thing.
Okay.
So unfortunate.
And that is my turn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm dropping the ball
It's
here.
all right.
Dalmas.
It's all right.
Okay.
Push him
so,
over, somebody.
No, I want to grab. So he grabbed the cookies and the carrot you said. So I want to grab.
He ate them.
He ate them? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I want to slurp down the cup of milk. And then I want to get as far up on the sled as I can too.
I guess so each of these 3 pedestals is supposed to be one of 3. So he took the food.
Oh, he took all of it. Okay.
Yeah, I forget the milk because it's supposed to be one thing, but you can get to the sled.
Okay. Can I not get on it?
If you want to use your action to get on it.
Yeah, I'll use my action to get on it.
So you get on you run past him as he's halfway onto climbing onto this thing, and you just overtake him and get on the sled as he's screaming, "No!" And as soon as your feet touch the floor of the sled, a burst of energy from you, the sled, and the coat burst out of you, sending bright, warm light flooding into the room, evaporating over the Lord of Nomentide, and he disintegrates into light, and this big ball of light that he turns into gets sucked into you. You now have the coat, the meal, and the sleigh, and the ritual has been completed, with Dalmas as its focus.
I am the Lord of. Oh my god.
Dalmas, you cast the Lord of Nomentide's time stop. You stop time for as long as you need to deliver every single one of these presents to everybody in the entire planet. Time will not resume until you finish that.
Oh, you know I'm gonna do that. Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm gonna roll a d4. Dallas, you are 4 years older.
It took 4 years to deliver
It
all
takes
of
4. Yep, with a flying sled, an endless amount of energy. You don't need to eat. You don't need to sleep. You don't need to drink. You just deliver presents for 4 straight years.
Wow.
But the good news is that once you get to a after 3.5 years of doing this, you arrive at this quaint little town that itches at the back of your memory, and suddenly you arrive at a tower that seems familiar. And doing your duty, you deliver presents to this tower. Unlike that asshole Lord of Nomentide who wouldn't have delivered presents to you guys because you assholes attacked him. So congratulations in becoming the Lord of Nomentide. You deliver your own presents to yourself. You are Santa.
I am. Oh. Oh no.
I was absolutely not going to give you guys presents if you killed the Lord of Nomentide and released Krampus.
Release Krampus?
No, not Krampus. Grampus.
The Krampus.
He's a despair.
But because I was the Lord Nomentide.
Because you got 2 out of the 3 of the relics that I put in this back room. I was not planning this, was not thinking this is the way you guys are gonna go. But because you got 2 out of the 3, you absorb enough of the energy, you become the focus of the Nomentide festival or the Nomentide ritual, and you become the Lord. So you guys are going to successfully end this ritual.
One common magic item of your choice.
Oh, okay. I had a couple of things, but if you want to comment, that's fine.
Unless you
I
had
had
something
less common.
different than that.
I had like less common things. Like they were
Yeah.
just like they were like homemade versions of different wands that were just good for like one use. Like a wand of secrets that was just one wand of magic missile level 3. No, you want your common thing?
Everybody can pick one common magic item. They're
Oh, that's fun.
obviously not going to be massively powerful, but take
But yeah.
whatever you want to.
No, yeah.
That's what shows up at the
Evan,
tower.
obviously
And
for
this
these
includes
characters.
this includes every character you have.
As well. Oh wow. Okay.
boy.
As
Come on.
as well
It's
as a
Santa
bauble.
Claus. So
As well
they're-
as a
he's
bauble from one of the 5 different the places that you went to. So like the item that you designed or the pastry that you designed. Obviously, Ken's character has the 8 pastries that he made that have their own special thing. But like if you designed an item, you have one of those items.
And those pastries are inside my thing too, my vessel thing. So
I love it. I love it.
Tyler, what if I designed a plate of dragon mail armor?
yeah. So this includes like all of your characters can pick one common
All right.
magic item.
Dope. Oh wow, that's gonna be.
I love that worked out for everybody. Like that actually like so
Yeah.
so I
I'm
kind
happy
of
enough
If
to
you
do
want
that.
us not to attack things, maybe frame it so that they're not mind controlling people and turning them into gnomes.
hey,
That's fine.
just because he was controlling people and turning them to gnomes doesn't mean he wasn't good. It was a good ritual. It was just this like magical ritual. Times were bad, times were low. They needed hope, so this ritual got sparked in this town, and it could have either gone the way it was going to have it. You could have either let the ritual happen and done it, or done it for yourselves like you guys did, or let it gone bad and unleashed Grampus, which is just like dread and evil, and just had that gone through instead. But nice job, guys. That was awesome.
That was very fun.
That was really good.
Yeah,
Not just because I'm Santa.
I think I'm really gonna like playing Cursed, like role playing in combat.
That was really really fun. I loved your, especially with like the whatchamacallit, the gnomes over by the workshop. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, like
So-
I reacted as I thought he would react. He's young, so he just sees utility. He doesn't see any.
That's great. So I'm actually not seeing common magic items. Is it just like potion of climbing, potion of healing, and then a spell scroll?
I don't know. I know they list them on D&D Beyond a lot more.
Yeah, they
I'm
don't have.
looking right
You
now.
have to have the things bought
Common.
to see it in this.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah, but you can look up what it is on something else.
Common. Yeah, exactly. So as long as you filter it here. Yeah, Arm
I
Blade,
see.
Armor of Gleaming, Band of Loyalty, Bead of Nourishment, all this stuff.
Yeah, you can just do common on there.
Yeah, that more specifically, that's the one for common.
The Tanker of Sobriety.
What's this? Wondrous-
Like most of the stuff from like Xanathars, I believe, most of those are all basically common.
Can I don't know. This can be considered a gift. But can I etch a magical rune into my armor?
Oh, that's a thing
The
in
magical tattoos.
Tasha's.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
Like above and beyond what you already get.
Well, no, it's just like a one-use spell thingy. I think.
He's
I don't
saying
know,
as
maybe it's
his magical item.
just as my magical item to get the tattoo, because it's technically a common magical item.
If it's a common magical item, yeah, that would be fine. Yeah,
Alright.
like if you look in like in the DM's guide, it lists the stuff as like wondrous, uncommon, wondrous, rare, wondrous, whatever.
Wondrous Common, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it's there's not going to be like a ton of cool things that fall into there, but
I'm finding some fun stuff. I'm into it.
Yeah, really, like this arm blade. What's this?
Yeah, I saw that. I actually didn't even look at that.
But yeah, whatever it falls in as common magic items.
Mike, you might want to look at that.
What?
An arm blade is a magical weapon that attaches to your arm, becoming inseparable from you as long as you're attuned to it. You can hold it against your forearm for the entire attunement period. As a bonus action, you can retract it into your forearm and extend it from there. That would be so cool. You literally become
What is? Wait, why? I don't think that would be useful for my character though.
You have to be a Warforged to do it anyway.
I am a Warforged.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I was just saying that'd be cool. Instead of doing your melee thing, but I know you got a feat for that or whatever.
Yeah, the feat for the melee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Band of Loyalty. If you are reduced to 0 hit points while attuned to it, you instantly die. That's what I want to have.
Wow.
What?
It's supposed to be for like spies who don't want to be like captured.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
That's kind of funny. I mean, a lot of this stuff seems to be just like RP.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of the stuff, but that's right. Like, there's like armor of gleaming from
You know what I'm gonna do?
It's just super shiny armor.
I would like to choose the Lantern of Tracking, and I want to roll my D10 right now to see what type I get. Is that okay, Ken?
Sure. What's that from? Xanathars?
I believe so. Yeah, I got a 7. That's Fiends. So it's just a regular lantern, but if there's a fiend within 300 feet of the lantern, the flame turns bright green.
That is really cool.
But that's it. So like I know if there's fiends about, I guess, whenever I'm using my lantern.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
How much does it cost to get a sword silvered, by the way?
It's like 50 or something like that. Like get a weapon silvered.
Because I want a silvered main type sword.
Cool. I'm level 6.
I cannot wait to see where we pick up next week. After not killing Christmas.
Yeah, I did.
So Steve aged.
I assumed you guys were looking to go back into the dungeon again.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun. I'm excited to do that.
So, like, all right, was everyone choosing like new characters just to do like this fun side off thing that we did, or like, and then we're going back to our other characters for our main thing or for the dungeon thing?
So I wanted to make a character like this, and I also knew that I did it based on we needed another melee character with who we originally had.
Right.
Because originally we just had Gensh, and then I was slinging spells, you were slinging spells, and then Neldor just kind of was Neldor.
I think I'm gonna continue to play Curse because I created him for the purpose of using him, and it's interesting to me because it's a class that I've never used. It's a build that I've never used because I've always been like a bard or a spellcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So I think I'm going to use Cursed, and Ken can do whatever he wants to make it like RP friendly. He could say that Shiv's blade was poisoned and it hit Neldor. It was a lurking poison, and it finally hit him, so he can't return back to the dungeon.
Honestly, if Skalar is going to be the only one that's coming back, he could just have asked the other people to come with him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because
I'm coming back.
Oh, okay.
For now.
Yours is coming back now?
For now.
To finish this?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but that's the thing I'm trying to think. Yeah, because if that's 2 spellcast, because I'm just trying to keep it balanced. Because that was the whole thing. Is that like if I stayed as Dench for this combat, then we would have had 3 melees, and that was the whole thing.
You don't have to decide tonight. Nothing is going to change depending on what you bring in.
Yeah, I was probably gonna do Gensh because I kind of want to mess around with that. I just saw what I get for level 6, and it seems like it's a lot of fun. So yeah, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We have a whole week to decide. So yeah, but so that's
All
gonna be it
right,
for the week.
guys.